The Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman have just made a very interesting move, releasing Pro Bowl cornerback Darius Slay from the team. Now, obviously, a couple of days ago, he announced that he wanted to play one more season, whether that be with the Philadelphia Eagles and go for another Super Bowl championship, or maybe even going to play for the Detroit Lions and competing for a Super Bowl over there. Now, with the Eagles and Howie Roseman looking at their roster and saying, okay, you know what, we can free up about $4.3 million against the cap, I think we should do that and just move forward with guys like Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, who are actually highly graded and higher graded than Darius Slay this season. Now, when we take a look at the Eagles depth chart right now, there's a couple of things that stand out to me. Obviously, no more Darius Slay, but Isaiah Rodgers is a free agent, leaving you with Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, which is fine. I like that. You also have Eli Ricks. Can you trust him? I don't know yet. Kelee Ringo is a guy I really like. Is he someone they expect to take a major jump up? Maybe. Avonte Maddox is a free agent. I don't think they'll want to re-sign him. But I do think what this does is allow them to maybe have a little bit more money for Milton Williams, or more importantly, Zach Bond if they wanted to bring one of those guys back. Ultimately, even if they wanted to bring Isaiah Rodgers back, I think he would be a massive fit as well. But we all know one thing: Howie Roseman has a plan. Now, let's say Howie Roseman had an idea to go out there and add a DB through free agency. There's a couple of really good ones, including DJ Reed, who is actually the sixth best corner available on the, or sixth best player available on the market. Now, he is asking for a lot of money. I don't think the Eagles will go this route. There's Charvarius Ward, who's asking for a similar amount of money, but again, this dude could be really good, coming off a down year in 2024, but he's also another good player. Rasul Douglas, I think, is Mr. Underrated, had a bad year in Buffalo, but when you go to 2023, this dude was one of the best cornerbacks in football, and I think they might take that into consideration. Byron Murphy, another interesting player coming off a great year. You have Carlton Davis, who, quite frankly, Jamar Chase said he was the hardest player he's ever went against at the cornerback position. So there's so much depth here in free agency. Asante Samuel Jr., Mike Hilton, there's Stephon Gilmore. There are guys, Jonathan Jones, Nate Hobbs, Paulson Adebo. I mean, Howie Roseman has a bunch of guys that he could potentially go out and get. And then Isaiah Rodgers, bring him back on a one-year deal. He was the 24th best cornerback in 2024, the 5th best cornerback in 2022. Maybe Isaiah Rodgers is the plan. Now, we're going to look at some draft prospects really quickly, guys. Do me a big time favor, though. Hit the like button if you want more breakdowns for the Eagles all year. I plan on doing, film analysis throughout free agency. Whoever the Eagles sign, we got you covered with film analysis. Whoever the Eagles draft, we got you guys covered with film analysis. Whoever they trade for, we got you guys covered, right? So, with that being said, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. I just want to go through some cornerbacks that could potentially be there for the Eagles if they want to add to another young corner to the room. So obviously Travis Hunter will not be there. Jahdae Barron, I do not think will be there. This guy's an absolute stud, had a great combine. I don't think he'll be there for them. Will Johnson most likely won't. You never know, though. He could fall due to the arm length. Trey Amos, interesting, but one guy I think would be, dude, I'll tell you guys this right now. If they're able to add a guy like Maxwell Hairston with a 32nd overall pick, they might be having the best secondary in football for the next decade, because him, Cooper DeJean, and Quinyon Mitchell would go absolutely stupid. Now, I get it. You look at this ranking and say, well, why the hell do we want this guy? Trust me, Maxwell Hairston is an absolute unit. If you go look at his combine, this dude was everything you needed in a DB. I mean, he's got the quickness. I think he was the fastest DB. You also have Siobhan Revel, I believe his name is. He's actually really good as well. Another guy that most likely will be there. Darian Porter at 6'6", ran like a 4.32 or something crazy like that. Again, I don't know specific numbers on the top of my head, but this would be a big time. I'm telling you right now, Howie Roseman has a plan, and if he's able to get either Maxwell Hairston, right, Trevon, Darian Porter, I think he would be an absolute genius. Now, releasing Darius Slay is kind of crazy, but I want you guys to comment down below right now. What do you think about this move? Where do you think they go next? And do you think this helps them bring back releasing that cap space or freeing up that cap space? Do you think it helps them bring back a guy like Milton, bring back a guy like Zach Bond, or ultimately, right? I know maybe not a lot of people are going to stay to this part of the video, but maybe they just re-sign Darius Slay to a lower number. It is always possible. Everything is possible. Darius Slay was on a great run, and that run is now potentially ended here with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.